Good afternoon, everybody. This is Derek from Lawn People Property Services. Thank you for visiting my channel. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Kind of a treat today. I'm going to get into some of my equipment I use for my business and kind of go over a little review of my #1 spray truck. So we'll take a walk around. I'll describe some stuff that I like, some things I don't like, and we'll go from there. So this is the Lawn People custom made Isuzu MPR HD. It's rated about 2 ton. It's got these slide doors, which are better than your fiberglass doors you swing up that you could break off possibly. There's spray tanks in this thing. It's a 600, 100, 100. Also has a hand washing station with a 30-gallon. 3-point hitch. This is, you could put a ride-on machine off the back of this machine, or 2 of these little racks with the Lesco spreaders. Very handy. It's got a rear backup camera. This is a little bit of this things that we do as a service. QR code, highly recommended. Here's your drains for your #2 tank, your #1 tank. You cannot beat the turning radius in these trucks. You can turn around in a double lane with ease. Nothing else on the market can turn around like that, I don't think. So let's get into it a little bit. This is the 600-gallon tank in the inside. It has a little ball that floats up and down to tell you how much water's in there. Not very effective. Actually, I don't think it's a ball. I think it's a little foam thing and it gets stuck. Don't like that. I think I want to replace it with a plastic ball. You got your fittings here, your banjo fittings. You can fill here with a hydrant very quick, maybe like 10 minutes. If you can find a town hydrant that allows you to do that. Here's your lower drain for that big freshwater tank. There's your battery. I would highly recommend 2 batteries because you're running your hose reels all day. Sometimes the truck's not running, so you're wearing on your battery. This truck has the cat cage on it to protect the scum balls from stealing your catalytic converter. You've got filter 1, filter 2. You can shut these off with little valves and change and clean your filters when needed. Here is where all the business takes place. As you can see, this spray truck is custom made by King Sprayers. They're fairly new to spraying big spray trucks like this, but they've been in the spray game with tanks for years. So they did a really good job on this truck. I put a little glove holder here. You got the Kappa 55 diaphragm pump on here. You've got the Honda tried and true. Do not use anything else other than Honda on these spray trucks. They're just the most reliable motor you can get. We have key start on this. These are 400-foot reels. I had them make this little thing here to put the hoses in so that you don't drip all over everything. One thing I would have them do on the next one would be put some sort of pan under here, because what good does this do if the hose drips off onto your engine anyway? This has got the guides so that you can wheel right across the side and not have your hose jumping off of the reel. Very, very slick. Obviously these are electric reel, which is awesome. This is kind of the storage location for all the backpack sprayers. I love the flow zones. They're just battery life, padding on them is amazing. You've got your markers again for the 100-gallon tank and the second 100-gallon tank. I'll step up top later and show you where those are located, but again, those have those little stopper foam things that get stuck, and they're pretty much worthless once you put anything sticky in the tanks. Up top's just storage. That's my measuring wheel. But anyway, I carry multiple spray tanks because you might have a broadleaf weed control in one, you might have a crabgrass, and then you've got sedge in these little holders, which are all custom made by King Sprayers. I didn't want any bungee cords whatsoever, so I opted to have them design me something that would just boom, you can get right in behind these, get in, get out. Anyway, that's those. The whole deck is aluminum. They didn't put diamond plate. This is a better product for, this is like bleacher board, so you don't slip as much. It's your gas fitting for your gas to fill this. This one here is gas powered. I don't think you need a diesel. If you have your route density where you should be, you shouldn't be driving much. This truck's a year old and has probably 10,000 miles on it. Here's another shelving situation. This is where I store all my chemicals. You've got your measuring pictures up there. You've got some of your, this one here is Roundup, spray the cracks in the driveways. Don't get into spraying beds too much. Random products. You got your spill kit up there. One thing I would do on this, I would lower this shelf a little bit. Putting tip-in pores up above your face is kind of a little sketchy in my opinion. Come around to here to the dry storage location. This is all your tools. Sometimes I'll carry a hand crank fertilizer spreader for yards I can't get into with a big spreader. You can stock bags of fertilizer. Quite a few will fit in there, about 20, 25, 30. And then this is your 30-gallon hand washing station, which you can turn on here, wash your hands off before lunch, whatever you got to do. Get something on you, need a little extra water, and that's pretty much everything. It's been a really great truck because at the end of the day, you can come home, lock it up, not even take anything out of it, or you can just have everything secure. It's like a giant toolbox for everything you need for spraying. And this is the NPR Isuzu cab. This is how you lift your cab up to change your oil, check your plugs, whatever you got to do. It's pretty straightforward in here. These trucks aren't the comfortable thing in the world for driving long distances, but for what this truck is designed for, it is absolutely amazing because of the turning radius. So I would highly recommend this vehicle for something, maybe your second truck, third truck, maybe not right away. It's a pretty good investment, but well worth it once you graduate to this point. And let's take a step up here and take a look at some of the spray tanks. A little handle they put for me. So this is it from the top side. And up here, this is your 600-gallon tank, fresh water. They did a very good job with baffling. There's the bilge pump in the bottom. It's got a 30 gallon a minute bilge pump. You don't want to walk away when you're filling this thing, because if you start filling these tanks and walk away, it will overflow on you. So you have a on off here for tank, the two 100-gallon tanks, another 100-gallon tank, baffling in there somewhat with jet agitation. So to turn the water on, all you would do is spin the cap, turn whichever fitting you want to run, turn on your water. That's pretty much it. So that's very handy because you can have multiple products in the truck at any given time. Because here in Texas, we have multiple grass types. You've got your St. Augustine, your Bermuda, Zoysia, Centipede. So, you know, certain flavors don't go well with other flavors. As you know, it can damage the St. Augustine if you treat it like a Bermuda lawn. So anyway, this is kind of the end of my video here. Like and subscribe so I can bring you more videos like this if you're interested. I'd love comments. Anything I can answer for you, please reach out in the comments. Thank you and have a good afternoon.